After King Robert Baratheon's death, many potential heirs to the Iron Throne cause chaos throughout Westeros' 7 kingdoms. The horrific War of the Five Kings has begun. Robb Stark, now King of the North, gathers an army to confront the Lannisters, only to have a trusted friend turn against him. Robert Baratheon's brother Stannis receives aid from an unlikely source when the Red Priestess tells him that he will be the one to restore peace to Westeros. Daenerys is finding out the hard way in Essos that you can't trust anybody, but her power and her dragons are on the rise. Meanwhile, north of the Wall, a party of wildlings kidnaps Jon Snow and reveals that they, too, have designs on Westeros. Alliances are formed, battles are fought and lost, and events are put in motion that will have repercussions all the way through Season 6 of Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones Season 2, essential characters. These are the only characters in the season you should worry about. Stannis Baratheon, brother of King Robert Baratheon, is a bitter man who is rightfully the heir to the Iron Throne but is not popular because of it. Renly Baratheon, younger brother of Stannis, is the preferred candidate for the throne because to his charisma and beautiful looks. A muscular female warrior and Renly's devoted bodyguard who is also deeply in love with him is Brienne of Tarth. The enigmatic Red Priestess of Arhlor, the Lord of Light, Melisandre, is certain that Stannis is the foretold king and would resort to everything, even human sacrifices and black magic, to help him ascend to the throne. As Ned Stark's ward and as close as a brother to the Stark children, Theon Greyjoy is heir to the Iron Islands, but will he abandon them in his pursuit of power? Samwell Tarly, a pudgy new member to the Night's Watch who would rather read than fight, is quickly becoming Jon Snow's best buddy. Gilly is Craster's daughter and wife who is trying to get out from the house so she can protect her newborn boy. A wildling from beyond the Wall, Ygritte is responsible for Jon Snow's captivity. Robb Stark's sad love affair with the healer Talisa Maega will loom large over the series. The Game of Thrones cheat sheet. You may rapidly grasp the season's trajectory by skimming these episodes. Watch Episode 1, catch the full thing to see how the season's chess pieces are first positioned. While Joffrey grows more intolerable, Tyrion assumes the role of Hand of the King. After revealing Joffrey's status as Robert's heir to be a fiction, Stannis, emboldened by the Red Priestess Melisandre, who thinks blood and evil magic are the route to power, proclaims himself the rightful king. Arya flees King's Landing and sets off on a journey that will span 2 seasons as she searches for her family. While Robb Stark sends his mother to make peace with him, Jon encounters Craster, a wildling with 18 wives, some of whom are his own children, beyond the Wall. Renly is killed by Melisandre and Stannis' offspring, a dark magic child, in this 5th episode. Let's fast forward to the part when Tyrion learns about Wildfire and meets Xaro Cohen Daxos, who offers to marry Dany in exchange for leading an army against Westeros and his warlock Pyat Pree. Take a break and meet the shadow assassin, Jaqen H'ghar. Despite Episode 9's absence of other events, the Battle of Blackwater remains the most riveting part of the whole season. This is when we get our first genuine taste of Tyrion's strategic brilliance and, despite his wicked Lannister bloodlines, start to cheer for him. See how he manages to pull off a miraculous triumph over Stannis Baratheon's odds. Episode 10, skip to the end to discover how the hero of the episode, Tyrion, ends up powerless. Robb Stark betrays Walder Frey by marrying the healer Talisa, who is carrying his child, instead of one of Walder's daughters. Keep this scene in mind for Season 3. Applaud Daenerys as she finally sets loose the dragons and puts them to good use by roasting Pyat Pree. Watch the White Walkers in action as they advance on the Night Watch space camp for the first time. The ending will have you on the edge of your seat and eager for the following season. Skip. Episodes 2, 3, and the 4th may be skipped with no loss of plot or significance. After 9 years, Theon finally finds his family, who all want him to rule the North. Beyond the Wall, the Night's Watch encounters the arrogant Craster and his daughter, a wife Gilly, and learns that Craster has been donating his sons to the White Walkers. Dany and her Dothraki people are losing members at an alarming rate as they make their way east over the Red Desert. Near death from hunger, they finally make it to the gates of the thriving city of Qarth. Melisandre and Stannis have sexual relations, and a smoke monster is born. Episodes 6 and 7 are the slow, character-building ones where you can get by with simply the story elements if you really want to. When Jon Snow encounters the independent Ygritte, his vow of chastity is put to the test.